Fantasy football is about choices. Will it be James's expertise?
He's going to be the only guy on the field to get the ball. He's a 3-down workhorse to get the ball.
Or Chris's insights?
But even if they trade him, I still don't think they're going to become a run-first team.
The choice is in your hands. We give you the option.
Welcome to the option, everybody. As you could probably see, or whoever's listening online, they can't see, but there's only two of us today. It's just Chris and myself. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. We're a little light on the cameras today, but I'm doing good. How about you? You doing all right?
I'm good. I'm excited. We're doing mock draft 2.0 today. We're going to change it up a little bit from our last mock draft, and Chris and I are going to be drafting our own teams, so that should be fun.
Yeah, it should be good. I was kind of hoping you'd open it up with the hello, but
no, that's Nick's line. I can't steal Nick's line. I mean,
hello, everybody.
The best is he had no idea where it was from. I don't know if he heard it before. I don't know.
Clue.
You know, that's his age dating him there. He's a lot younger than we are, but I mean, it was pretty funny. So
yeah, it was good.
But yeah, well, we're here for mock draft, and I think our last mock went pretty well. From what I remember, we drafted the team. We let Nicky pick, and he was able to put together a pretty good team. I think a contender. Now we'll see what you and I can do differently. This will be a keeper mock, I believe we're doing here, Chris, right?
Yeah, keeper, 12 team, 1 QB, half PPR. We're only going to do 10 rounds. But it was, speaking of our last mock, it was pretty good because when we were offering up players, we offered up guys like Michael Thomas and Cam Akers, and Nick didn't pick those guys, so our team would have been in shambles.
Yes, it would have been.
It would have been in shambles, but yeah, we look
well,
good there.
Now we know that news, so we're probably not going to be taking those guys to this draft.
Exactly.
So I hope Sleeper's updated and they don't take those guys as well, but that could be something that comes up, and that's something that could happen in your league. You might have a GM that's a rookie GM and all of a sudden takes a guy who's injured. Do you tell him? Do you not? I don't know.
Yeah, well, how would that work in auction? You know, you offer up Mike Thomas, you could end up getting him for like $1 or $2. No one takes, or even Cam Akers if you're in a dynasty auction. You know, like, well, I wonder what that does with the prices of the
dynasty. Might be a little less, a little bit more, because I think you can still get a few years out of them, right? But I mean, yeah, that'd be interesting. So, but yeah, so we also added to this draft a kicker and a defense. We didn't have that in the last draft, and to have some fun with it, Chris and I are going to pick each other's teams. The draft board's there. You're going to see us on our phones because we're actually going to be doing it off our phones while the draft is there, and we'll be talking through it as we go. But Chris, I will let you pick my spot first, sir. 1 to 12. Where do you want me to draft?
Is there a spot that you don't like?
No,
I didn't think you'd give me that information. You know what? I'm going to give you spot 3. I think it's a good spot.
Ooh.
You get a stud player off the bat. You miss out on QB1 and RB1, but since this is a 1 QB league, the QBs probably should go a bit later.
Okay.
And then,
all right.
And then
so
you're right around the turn, so I like it.
I'm going to be the mob. That's my handle on Sleeper there. So when you guys see it on the screen, you'll see that. Chris, I hate you being before or after me, so I'm not giving you 2 and or 4. I'm going to give you your favorite, number 12.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I know you like that one. So actually, I'm glad you gave me in the top half because I like to be in the top half. So we at least like where we are right now. So this should be fun, and we'll have some different dynamics of the teams here. So
yeah, definitely.
I am going to start this draft.
Let's fire it up, James. Start the draft.
There we go.
Caffrey 101, and followed by Derrick Henry. And now it's James's turn. James, if I know James, he's going running back because that's his MO.
And I'm just trying to get off my own player here. There we go. All right, light it back up. Okay, so what went? So we got 2 running backs that went off the board. You got McCaffrey and Derrick Henry. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm going to go Dalvin Cook.
Good pick.
Jonathan Taylor, Ezekiel
Oh,
Elliott,
jeez. RB round here, eh?
Kamara, Nick Chubb,
Ooh,
Barkley,
on
Aaron
to
Jones,
me.
Tariq Hill, and Devontae Adams. Wow, that is 9 straight running backs, 2 wide receivers. Chris, you got back-to-back picks. What are you going to do, buddy?
Well, seeing as the running backs are probably going to go by the time it gets back around to me at the 312 turn, I'm going to go a guy I'm very high on this year, Austin Eckler, at the end of the first.
I
And
like it.
then I want to go wide receiver here, but I'm going to pick another favorite of mine heading into the season, a guy I think is going to get a lot of carries and be involved in the pass work. My man,
Tyson Hill?
Antonio Gibson.
Gibson. Then it went Kelsey, Diggs, Hopkins, Metcalf, Joe Mixon,
Oh, first QB.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Najee Harris. Patrick Mahomes went just before my pick. I think that's too early for a QB, and especially in a 1 QB league.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the running back. Ooh, am I going to go running back or am I going to go wide receiver?
I'm happy I went running back, though, with the
Yeah, that
Eckler
was a
Gibson
good pick on you
stack.
going running back. I'm going to go running back as well, and I am going to take.
Ooh, your boy. Oh, no, Elliott was picked 5th, eh? Wow.
Yeah, that was
That's
a big
interesting.
day. Elliot's moving up the board. You know what? I'm
Eh,
going to
those
go.
pictures are doing him justice in the fantasy community.
I'm going to go wide receiver here, and I'm going to take Justin
Ooh.
Jefferson.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
then it
good for
went
the keeper
George.
aspect, that's for sure.
Went George Kittle, and I wanted this to be a. Let me just.
Kittle, the second tight end taken off the board. Jefferson was picked as the wide receiver 6, which is
Now,
good value in a,
I
in
mean,
a keeper.
I was between the running backs that were still available, and with me coming back around the turn, I thought I had a chance at one of those running backs, whereas Jefferson, I think, would have been taken. So that's kind of why I went that route. And look, he went 2 wide
Ooh,
receivers there. Then it
that's a
went
good.
DeAndre Swift. So that was exactly how I figured it would go. And I was debating between Montgomery and Dobbins to begin with.
And they're both there for you.
So I'm going to take Montgomery here.
I like that team 1, McCaffrey, Ridley, AJ Brown.
It's
That's a
not
great
bad. It's not
stack.
bad.
Yeah.
So
Well,
after I
is the
took
second QB.
Montgomery, it went J.K. Dobbins. Then the third tight end went off the board in Waller. Allen Robinson went after Chris Carson, Michael Thomas. So obviously they don't know the news of what happened. Miles Sanders. The second QB went in Josh Allen, Scary Terry, and back to Chris. So he's got 2 running backs. I assume, Chris, you're going to pop in a wide receiver or 2 here, or are you going to stack 3 running backs? What are you going to do?
I'm going to go with a Dallas Cowboy wide receiver here at the
Michael Gallup? It's too early
312.
for Michael Gallup. Come
You wish it
on.
was Michael Gallup, but his compact
Don't
disc
take
Lamb,
CD.
CD Lamb, I think great value here as the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th wide receiver taken.
I like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not bad at all, man.
I think it fits well. And then at the turn for the 4-1, I'm going to go another running back, a guy I think is going to get a decent amount of snap carries. He's kind of being slept on, but I like him here in the 4th. I'm going to go Miles
Mike
Gaskin.
Davis.
No, not Mike Davis. It was
all
between
right.
Gaskin or Jacobs. Jacobs went, so.
I like those picks. I do. Chris Godwin went right after. Keenan Allen, Josh Jacobs, Amari Cooper, Evans, DJ Moore, Julio Jones, Kyle Pitts. Wow, a lot of guys there. I mean, that's some good pickings there. I'm not liking the running back situation right now too much. I think I'm going to go back to the wide receiver and I am going to go. Am I going to go Woods or am I going to go Cup? I'm taking someone from LA. It's gonna be Robert Woods. I think, but they both should
Quality
have a
pick.
good year. I think with Stafford.
I agree.
so I'm liking them both. Kyler Murray went right after, so there's another QB off the board. I mean, this is probably where I would assume the QBs would start going. That the other ones went kind of early there. So let's see
Just
what
for
the computer says
the
here.
watchers and the listeners, the structure of the roster is one QB, two running backs, three wide receivers, a tight end, a all-around flex, a wide receiver, running back, tight end, a kicker, and a team defense. Now, I don't think kicker and team defense is going to go in these first 10 rounds, but if there's one team defense that you would own, James, who would it be? What is the one team defense that you're looking into this year?
Ooh,
You can make your pick first and then answer the
yeah, that's a
question.
good question. And you put me on the spot there. I like it. I am going to go. Oh, these running backs are killing me here. I usually
I'm
like to go
surprised.
running.
Yeah.
I usually like to go running back heavy, but a lot of them are gone, and the wide receiver value is just so much better right now. I am going to take a guy that you like a lot, and I'm going to take
Don't do it.
Deontay Johnson.
Oh, yeah. It's a good pick.
We have the flex spot available where you could put a running back and or wide receiver there. So I mean, I might have to stack the wide receivers a little bit more here, but we'll see. But after that went Mike Davis, Brendan Ayuk, Lamar Jackson, Adam Thielen, Justin Herbert, Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews. That's the fifth tight end off the board. T. Higgins, and now we are on Chris. And while you're making your pick there, if I'm gonna have to go a defense, Chris. Whew. I mean, Bucks D, Rams D, 49ers should have a comeback year. I think those are the three big ones that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to look at the strength of schedule to see which defense has the easiest stretch. But in this situation here, I mean, defense is something that I wouldn't mind streaming as well. So if I'm taking a defense and a kicker near the end, anyways. I mean, if I
Yeah.
don't get who I want or one of those big ones, I mean, there should be defenses to stream throughout the season. Same with kicker. I don't really think the two of them matter in these situations. There's a lot of reason why we don't have those, but you got a minute on the clock. So why don't you tell us who you're taking?
I'm gonna grab my QB here. I'm gonna do the stack with CD Lamb, and I'm gonna take Dak Prescott. Comeback year for him. He's been looking great in camp so far, even though it's only been a couple of days. But he said he feels good, so I'm looking forward to him.
Oh, I can't
Last year,
wait.
last year he was on pace to throw 7,000 yards before he went down. So if it's anything like
Yeah.
that, the stack of CD and Dak Prescott is only going to do me well. And then
There's going to be a
followed.
little regression. He's not going to throw 7,000. He's going to throw probably about six. Okay, just a
Yeah,
little bit, not that
probably.
much. Yeah.
You're probably right. And then in the turn here, there's still a lot of great value at wide receiver,
There
but
is.
I'm gonna keep it young. I got high hopes for this guy in Cincinnati. I'm gonna take
Jamar.
Jamar Chase.
Oh, I like that pick. I do. I just don't know about your second wide receiver because that could be dangerous unless you get someone else later. But
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble, but
I mean,
I
you
got
got a
high
good
hopes for him.
stack, so that's okay. But I wonder if he would have came back around to you. Maybe not. He probably wouldn't have around, especially seeing what's going here. So after your pick, it went Chase Edmonds, running back from Arizona, Raheem Mostert. It went Hawkinson, Mel Gordon, Tyler Lockett, Javante Williams, Russell Williams, and Russell Wilson and Odell Beckham Jr. And now it's on myself.
Where are you gonna
Looking
go?
looking at the board here, and I am going
Can
to
I guess? Can
go.
I guess?
Of course, you can.
I'm gonna guess a guy that you've talked highly about in one of our past episodes, the running back out of Tampa Bay, Ronald Jones. That's my guess.
No, I'm actually
Oh,
I'm going running back, but I'm going to
okay.
take a chance on uh, Daryl Henderson. The fact that he
Ooh,
just
that's a good pick.
got
That's
put
a good,
up there as the new guy, and he's going to be the lead. They didn't bring anyone in yet. I mean, this
that's
could
a
hurt
good
if they
pick.
do, but I think in the sixth round, that's not bad value if he becomes the lead. So
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
right after me went James Robinson, and we'll just auto pick these guys. I thought about QB. I really did. Ooh, Dallas Goddard
I don't
and
like that pick, man. I'm fading Goddard a lot with the Ertz news
Chase
sticking around.
Claypool. Then they went Jerry Judy. So this guy was doing really well up until the bottom two picks there for you, eh? That's
Yeah. Well, Claypool, I don't think is going to have a bad year. I think Etienne and Hunt as his second and third RBs are going to hurt a bit. He started so well with McCaffrey, Ridley, and Brown. But what do you got here? You
I
going
think
tight
I
end?
can
Your
wait on
favorite
QB
spot?
now because you guys all have QBs looking at the board. There's only I think three guys don't have a
One, two,
QB. I don't know if
yeah,
they're
three,
going to, and the QB I want I think is going to still be
four,
there in a little bit.
five
Um,
teams.
in running back situation, see now I think I might stack it. I think I'm going to go Ronald Jones here now just because it's the fourth running back and just to give me a little bit more value there. So
Yeah, and
I'm going
just
to
in
take
case the Rams pick anybody,
Yeah, right. So at least
right?
I have a backup in case, and if there's injuries or whatnot, they're still there too. So after me went Cortland Sutton, then DJ Shark, Leonard Fournette, Noah Fant, Juju Smith-Schuster, Will Fuller, who's also suspended for Week 1. Keep that in mind. Robbie Anderson, Tom Brady, and now we are on Chris. What are you gonna do, sir?
Oh man, it's tricky. There's not. I was hoping to grab Fant here on
Oh,
the
they just
turn.
snaked you a few picks there,
Just
eh?
just missed out on him. So I'm gonna go another wide receiver to fill out my roster here.
I think that's a good
Um,
idea.
I'm gonna pick a guy that I'm high on coming into the year. I was gonna go Boyd, but I don't want to have the dual Cincinnati wide receivers starting for me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick a guy out of San Francisco, Mr. Debo Samuel.
Ooh, I like that actually, and he could be really sneaky good this year. I'm hearing so many good things about him at a camp, so that should be really fun to see what. And the question just is, which quarterback will it be with?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping once Lance takes the reins, Debo Samuel takes off there, and then in
Yeah.
the turn, I'm gonna go another guy I think is gonna have an explosive year, especially now with Akers going down. He's another passing threat in that LA Rams offense. Tight end Tyler Higby.
Oh, I was hoping he'd stay.
Yeah, I could snake you all the
Jeez.
way from the back of the draft, eh?
Oh, Chris. Jeez. All right. So after Chris took Higby, it went Damian Harris, Trey Sermon, Aaron Rodgers, Logan Thomas, Jalen Hurts, Ryan. That's his name.
Robert Tanyan.
Robert Tanya. That's it. Yeah, Devonta Smith and Curtis Samuel, and it's on me. So the quarterback I wanted is still here, so I think I'm going to take him now. I'm going to take Matt Stafford.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good pick. I like that there. That's a
Um,
value pick. I'd
I
rather
mean,
have
yeah,
him
it's
over
it's
Hertz.
yeah. There's a few QBs I still see here, but I mean, he's probably the best one with the best options right now, and he did just lose his top running back, who I have there too. But I mean, that might just make him throw a little bit more. So it was between him and Boyd. Boyd went right after, obviously, which was also a guy I was looking at. But I think the QB was a little bit more, especially with the guy on the back end here. I assume they're going to take QB at this point. There it
Burrow.
was, Joe
Yeah,
Burrow.
it's a good pick.
And they took the
Young
kicker. And then the Steel
Hui.
defense. Wow, we were wrong. There were some kickers and defenses that went. Okay.
I guess
It's
it's only the
way
10 rounder,
way
right?
too early for me for a kicker and defense. I
Yeah.
mean, this is like if it's a 16 round draft, I'm picking the kicker defense round 15 and 16. So keep that in mind
Yeah,
when you're
that's
making
good
draft
advice.
picks.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do now? I think. Can I wait on tight end? I mean, there's some good options there. Looking at the board, does everyone have a tight end but me? Yes, I think everyone has a tight end but me. So you know what? I'm not going to take tight end because of that fact. I'll wait on the next pick and take them last. I'm going to go back to the wide receiver well, and I am going to take. Oof, who do we have here? So just to give the guys some ideas, you got Mike Williams, you got AJ Brown, you got Brandon Cooks,
Antonio
Jarvis
Brown.
Landry, Michael Gallup, Pittman, Chenault. I mean, there's some good guys. No number ones left from what I'm seeing. I mean, Brandon Cook's probably the number one, but I don't think anyone's going to draft him. I am going to take. You know what? I did find a number one. Do I want to take him though? Especially in that offense right now.
Who is it?
It's
Will Fuller?
Marquis Brown. I just don't know
Oh,
if Rager's going to take over. But you know what? I'm going to take a chance. Marquise Brown usually has some good numbers. He's my fourth wide receiver. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Marquise Brown. Then you got Justin Tucker, Washington football team, Buccaneers D, Harrison Buckner, Patriots. So apparently they think that round 9 is the kicker and or defense round. Baltimore Ravens, St. Louis Rams, San Francisco 49ers, and Chris, your last 2 picks of the draft, sir. Where are you going?
ooh, some decent options here for the running back. I'm gonna go Zach Moss. I think he's gonna have a
I
good
like it.
year. I think he's gonna steal some of those red zone touches from Josh Allen. And I'm
Actually,
gonna
to get him
go.
in this round is a steal, man.
Yeah, I
That's
think
late
so.
for who we think is going to be the starter in Buffalo. That's crazy.
And then I'm gonna pick a guy I don't personally have too much stock of. I wish I did, but if there's one chance for me to get him, it's in a mock draft. So I'm gonna pick a wide receiver out of Miami, rookie Jalen Waddle.
Ooh, actually, yeah. All the teams we have, I don't think you have him on any of our teams.
No, no.
That's interesting. I like that. All right, so then this is now the kicker round, apparently. So it went Bass, Zerline, Lutz, Sanders. Then they took Colts D, Blankenship, Succop, and Bills D. So only Chris and I have decided not to take any defenses and kickers. Like we said, I wouldn't be taking them this early. I'm not even sure why the computer is, but I guess this is the round that you see it. Don't be tempted. Just because there's a run does not mean you have to take a guy because there's a run. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Doesn't matter whether it's maybe a QB run if it's something late and you don't have one, but don't tempt yourself. I mean, that this is just I think a little bit on. It's fine for the computer to do, but I mean, in regards to a real draft, I assume a lot more of these teams will draft these defenses and whatnot later. You will see the odd guy take them early, but I think this is just too soon for everybody across the board.
I think they're just filling out their roster because it's the 10 round
Maybe
draft.
that could be. Hopefully, that's
Yeah.
what it is. I don't agree with it, but I need my tight end. I told you guys I would take my tight end, and I'm just looking at the board here. A lot of sleepers down here, a lot of guys that I could take, but I
A
am
lot of
gonna
guys that'll
take.
put you to sleep.
Yeah, that too. I'm gonna take a guy that Chris has been highly motivated to draft in a lot of leagues. I've seen him on his teams. He's been trying to trade me him a few times, and I'm gonna take from the Minnesota Vikings, Irv Smith.
Irv, my boy Irv.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does what he was doing to finish the season there. And I know it's a small
Yeah.
sample size, but if he can, that'll be a pretty good value of a tight end in
Yeah,
round
where you're
10.
drafting
So,
them. Yeah, exactly.
and then it went Carlson, the kicker from the Raiders, and oops, the last pick is Broncos
Broncos
D.
defense. We did it.
So that's our draft there. I mean, that's a pretty cool draft board. I think it went really well. I like my team. I like your team, Chris. I
Yeah, I'm
think
pretty
that
content with
usually ends
both.
up happening after you and I draft, though. So,
Yep.
but we are not going to be breaking down our teams today. You're gonna have to tune in on Thursday. We're gonna go through this board. We're gonna give you guys the highs, the lows, some sleepers, some guys that obviously you shouldn't take, some more advice, and maybe some guys that weren't taken on the board that we think should be. So that's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely tune in on Thursday for the breakdown of this. And if you guys like it, let us know in the comments, and we'll definitely bring you guys some more.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, and normally Chris Nick will outro us and say a
He has
bunch
a
of
good
things to you
send
guys.
off.
So, but he's not here right now. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make
Yeah,
sure you look for
yeah.
us on YouTube, or if you're on YouTube, you can check us out on our podcast on Apple and everywhere that we're out there. Just look up the option, and we'll be there. And if you have any questions or comments, by all means, let us know. We're happy to help you in draft advice. Definitely leave something in the comments for us, and we can get back to you guys. But we'll see you guys on Thursday. Have yourselves a good night.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Let us know with a comment below, or even reach out to us and DM us.